It is very, very tough. I mean, these announcements come and go, a list is produced, but people forget actually that this is what we do. We come into politics to try and make a difference, to affect the agenda. We don't do it because it's easy. We do it because we're committed. And then suddenly, for whatever reason, you are then asked to step back, as indeed I was. But what I would say is that there are many ways in which politicians can make their mark. And I've decided to become chair of the Defence Select Committee, and I stood for that. And thankfully, I got elected. So there are various ways that you can, make your mark. And of course, it's never over because another reshuffle will come around in, a year and a half, 2 years' time.
Yeah, Ben Wallace, who would have been your boss had you remained at Defence, he looks as though he might be for the chop for all sorts of reasons. He's at odds with the Prime Minister over Huawei, amongst other things. But he is supported by the military. He fought successfully for more money for the military. How do you think that will go down? How do you think that will be received?
Well, we've spoken about this on your programme many times. The world is getting more dangerous, the threats are getting more complicated, and I want to see Britain take a more influential role on the international stage. We can only do that if we advance our defence posture, and I know Ben Wallace was absolutely committed to making that happen. A good, confident Prime Minister needs to have people around the table that will take collective responsibility, but also tell him the things that perhaps he doesn't want to hear. And I do hope that will be the result of this cabinet. But I would say on a wider scale, I'm quite excited about this reshuffle, because when you get the situation where a Prime Minister has the mandate, the time, the space, the energy to really craft and stamp his own personality on not just the cabinet, but the wider ministerial team, this is a very rare phenomenon in British politics. So I do hope that we will have a fantastic team, a one nation team that will reach out and turn that support we got in the north of England, for example, into something more permanent. We could see this Conservative Party be in power for a number of years if we get this right.